Welcome to Evaluating Technology. This lesson will examine different types and categories that can be used to classify technology. There are different categories of technology, and you may even have read about different categories that aren't on this list. For the purpose of this lesson, we're going to be looking at 9 classifications of technology. A lot of different apps and technologies cross over, and many technologies fit in multiple categories, depending on how you're going to use them. The first type, instructive technology, is used to fully explain a concept, a theory, procedures, something that you're covering in your curriculum, or something that needs to align to your curriculum. An example would be providing a chart or an infographic or a video from a CBC digital archive. You're providing the information, you're providing a theory that connects to your curriculum. The next type of technology is practice-based technology. They allow students to practice a new concept or skill. They're interactive and game-based. Metacognitive technologies support students' higher level skills. This is where intentional thinking happens. It also provides insight into how students think and learn. Focuses on goal setting, planning, execution, problem solving. Some examples of using this type of technology would be in sequencing activities, OneNote, and anywhere that they're asked to reflect on their learning. The next type, constructive, is kind of self-explanatory. Using this type of technology will help students construct their understanding or extends their concepts and skills. It's usually a process using the tool to figure out or understand a concept. Examples are building a Google site or an interactive book to explain a concept. Productive types of technologies can sometimes be combined with constructive builds. A productive is an efficient way to demonstrate the learning has happened. This is where students create artifacts for their learning. They could be creating timelines, virtual tours. Communicative technologies are everywhere. Examples of communicative technologies are Google Meet, Zoom, Note, Flipgrid. This is where students are able to communicate with their colleagues, their peers, their family on their learning. Collaborative technology is when students focus on a solution or a product together. Using Jamboard, Padlet, Trello, students work together with a common goal. Game-based technology usually involves multiple students competing. There are rules, a progression, a reward structure, and provides a safe place for students to experiment. Some examples of this are Breakout EDU, Goose Chase, and Socrative. Evaluation can be either formative or summative, and it provides feedback and or measuring of the learning. Examples of this would be PeerGrade and Google Forms. As you most likely noted, a lot of the tools that we use cross over into multiple categories. For example, Nearpod can go into a number of different categories depending on how you're using it. You could be giving feedback, it could be game-based, collaborative, and constructive. When you're evaluating a technology, make sure you understand how you're going to use that technology before you start. In the next lesson, we'll be looking at the criteria that we use to evaluate each of the tools.